Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christian. I am a spiritual mentor. All of my content here is about healing you and helping you reach your highest self. If it's your first time seeing me, go ahead and like this video because I know you're gonna like it already. Subscribe and turn on those post notifications so you never miss another upload. And if you already are subscribed, hey babies, welcome back. So guys, today we are going to do a pick a card reading. I think you guys are really gonna love this one. We're going to be talking about what this chapter in life is supposed to be teaching you, what you're supposed to be getting from this current chapter in life. So let's get into it. I do have a few announcements. As always, I'm having my meetup this Saturday in Dallas on April 24th. If you guys are interested, go over to the community tab and find the flyer. It's a hot pink flyer. So yes, this is a free event. You can bring some snacks if you want something to munch on, but we're going to do some yoga. We're going to do some releasing, and I'm just looking forward to us connecting and, you know, getting to know each other. I'm very excited about it. I'm a little nervous, but I think it's going to be great. So if you're in Dallas, then I hope to see you this weekend. Also, guys, I'm currently doing manifest method readings for 20 bucks, where I basically, you know, tap into a message about what you're trying to manifest right now and what's going on with that. And I also will be giving you a channeled manifestation plan as well. So if you guys are interested in that, if you guys have been trying to manifest certain things or that could be helpful to you, then go ahead in the community tab and you can see that as well. The tarot tickets are still on sale. We're gonna be starting classes next week, the first week of May. So if you guys are interested, there's still time to purchase your ticket. So you can check down below in the description box for that, or you can look in the community tab for that as well. But I appreciate you guys. I thank you guys for being here as always. And yeah, check the description box, check the community tab. I'm posting basically every single day with announcements, readings that you guys can get from me, pictures. So make sure that y'all are tapping in. But yeah, let's go ahead and ring some throat chakra sound bowl and get into the tea. Again, this pick a card is going to be for what this chapter in life is supposed to be showing you guys. And I only have about 7 cards for everybody. Like I said, I'm trying to get to a point where I don't really need my tarot cards. I haven't used them. I don't use my tarot cards all the time in private sessions, but I want to get into the space of doing more channel messages from you guys where I don't have to use the cards all the time. So I'm cutting back on the cards that I use for my readings and the pick a cards so I can do more work intuitively. So if you guys are trying to enhance your gifts, take some of the tools back, you know, take some of the tools away and just see what your intuition has for you. So let's go ahead and ring a little bit of sound bowl and get into it. All right, everyone, here is our card selection. Remember to not second guess yourself. Choose whichever pile is calling to you, pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. Then check below in the description box for your timestamp, and I will see you at your reading. All right, group 1, let's go ahead and get into your reading. So we have the 5 of Wands. We have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. And we also have the 2 of Swords in reverse as well. So lots of things going on for y'all right now. Let's just get into it. With the 5 of Wands, I feel like you guys have definitely been in a space with a lot of conflict. A lot of things could be competing in your life. I feel like this isn't just about people feeling competitively towards you guys. I feel like you might have your job and your romance competing, or the attention of your kids and the attention of your spouse, or, you know, getting a pet or having a baby, or you just had a baby and you also want to launch a business. Or I feel like you guys just have a lot of things in your life that is competing for the top spot. And the top spot is God. So just make sure that no matter what space you're in, you have your spirit as the head of whatever you're stepping into, because it's very human of us to be like, oh my God, I want to do this and I want to do this and I want to do this. When your spirit knows that right now, as you're watching this video, there are literally infinite parts of you on a bunch of different dimensions doing all different kinds of stuff. You know, the version of you that you are today is not all that you are right now. It's not all that you ever have been. You know what I'm saying? There is no past, present, and future as we know it. Everything is happening at the same time in the same space. Time is literally like a ribbon, you know, in space, literally like a quilt, essentially. And everything's happening at once, you know? So don't be so caught up in dividing your time up between this and this and this. Some of you guys might be a little really focused on productivity, or you might be a very particular person when it comes to organizing or doing this a certain way or doing this a certain way. So you're not really able to go with the flow. You want everything to be in a certain space. We also have mule. Is this y'all? This says someone that is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. So this could be you guys, or this could be a lot of things that you have around you. A lot of stagnant energy, people and things that are just not budging for you. You know, you want this, but you can't do it how you want to do it. So you got to do it the way it's presented to you, or not at all. That could be a really uncomfortable position for you guys to be in. But we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse and the Two of Blades in reverse. You know, so the two things that I feel you guys are learning with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, you know, this is about seeing the solutions, releasing the energy of, you know, being like self-pity, the energy of being down, the energy of just focusing on, oh my God, I have this and I have this and I have this. It's like, yes, but you also have solutions in those things. And in life, like I just said, everything is happening at once. You also have happiness in life, and grief in life, and sorrow in life, and pain in life. Like everything you experience, you're experiencing it at the same time. And if you're experiencing a lot of frustration, a lot of sadness, a lot of obstacles coming against you, a lot of things butting heads in every space in your life, how can you bring balance to that? How can you make it make sense? How can you give yourself peace of mind? Even if it means that you start meditating, even if it means that you start journaling, you know, whatever the case may be, y'all need to get how y'all feeling out. With the Two of Blades in reverse, this talks about, well, the Two of Blades, you know, this is an energy of being in a space where you are too overwhelmed, it's too chaotic, it's too triggering, so you rather not deal with it. And we know, please, y'all know by now, you always have to deal with stuff. If you're supposed to deal with it, learn from it, grow from it, whatever, it's not gonna just go away. So this is about you guys releasing that delusion that I'm just going to ignore it, that I'm not going to deal with this right now, because it is your reality, and your reality is not going anywhere. But how you handle this reality is really the only determining factor in how you feel. You can lose a job and be like, you know what, I didn't need to be at that job anyway, something better is going to come along, I'm going to use this time to, you know, focus on me, put all of my energy into those interviews, tap into those contacts that I had, I'm going to get this going. Or you can spend 6 months like, oh, I lost my job. Eventually you're going to get another job. Eventually you're going to be in a space where everything is okay again. How fast you get there, that free will, when you're going to step into that space, and also how you feel while you're working to get into that space is totally up to you. It doesn't matter what life gives you. It's about how you respond to it. And I feel like you guys are learning that even if I turn away from this, even if I try to distract myself, you know, nothing is going to take the attention off of what I have to deal with right now. So I feel like y'all are just learning to deal with it rather than, you know, avoid it and move ahead. We also have rest and rejuvenation. Rest and rejuvenation, and we also have fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel. Of course, your fifth chakra is your throat chakra. You know, this is the energy of expression, of speaking your truth, of being honest with yourself, of expressing how you feel, of having good communication, of having empathy as well. You guys might have a lot of people around you that are kind of putting you in these different situations, and this could also be a lesson for you guys about empathy. This could be a lesson for you guys to understand what blockages you have in communication, so you can work on these things to move forward. We also have dog far away, a distant friend is thinking about you. So I feel like some of you guys have a security blanket in a friend or in a person that isn't near you anymore. Either you just moved, or they just moved, or, you know, they're out of town while you're going through everything you're going through. But this is the energy that, you know, even when you're in all of this craziness, you have loyalty in far places. You have energies that are supporting you even when you feel you cannot support yourself. And that should make you feel confident enough to just be like, okay, fuck it. You know, I'm not going to sit here forever and feel this way. I have to let this go. And that's what you guys are learning to do. Now, it's hard. It's hard. It's much easier to just feel like, woe is me. These were the cards I was dealt with. So what the fuck ever. I'm not going to change. That's literally what most of the fucking world is doing. Literally, that's what most of the world is doing. It's much easier to just sit in the poop that life has given you instead of being like, let me get the fuck up out of this and wash my ass and figure out what the fuck I want to do next. You know, that's what y'all are about to do. Y'all are about to be like, let me get up and get this off of me. Literally, let me get this off of me. But you know, since birth, we're literally programmed to accept certain things and deal with certain things. So this is deeply rooted programming that you guys are purging and releasing, but it's very, very good. We also have improving health. So I feel like releasing this is definitely going to make you guys health improve. If you guys deal with, you know, depression, anxiety, manic episodes, what else? Having a lot on your mind, so maybe like ADHD or ADD possibly. Dissociative personality disorder as well. And I think that's it that's coming to my mind right now. But if you guys are, you know, dealing with that and experiencing that, I feel like, you know, getting peace of mind. And mind y'all, I deal with a lot of mental health issues as well. And I'm never the type of person to be like, spirituality is the answer. Because yes, God is always the answer. But when we have physical things going on with us, when our human body, when we feel our human body has failed us in a certain sense, or our brain is failing us, our spirit wants us to do something and our brain wants us to do something else, sometimes you got to tap into that brain and give your brain what it needs. So it might need rest. It might need a spa day. It might need more vitamin D from the sun. It might need more fresh air. It might need you to start working out, like physically doing things to make yourself feel better. It's really going to be good. I feel like this is also about you guys kind of taking your energy back and your power back. You know, with this mule energy, someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. You guys could definitely have, you know, inherited your stubbornness from someone in your life, someone in your family or something like that, which is why we're in the space of release. But I feel like it's definitely going to be beneficial for you guys. Also on these cards, you know, we have 39 and 19. So, you know, the energy of stepping into, you know, nines. You know, we know nines is about completion. So yeah, I feel like you guys are wrapping things up right now. And I definitely think it's going to be really, really beneficial for you guys. So yes, group one, definitely look forward to all of the things that you're going to be stepping into. I feel like I'm trying to figure out if there's anything else that I need to bring up. I think that's going to be it. But yeah, embrace this lesson. This is something very valuable for you guys to learn, because life is always going to have ups and downs. And when there is a down, you don't want it to get you all the way down, you know, to where you don't even know the first step in making yourself feel better, the first step in, you know, taking care of yourself. It could mean asking for help and saying, hey, I need to talk to somebody. It can mean so many things, but you want to be mindful of what you need, and you want to learn to deal with these things and take care of your energy when you're in spaces of, you know, obstacles and things being up and down. So yes, group one, that is what we have for you guys. If you picked group one and it resonated with you, please leave me a comment down below and let me know how you feel about this read, about what this current chapter in life is teaching you guys. Like I said, make sure you check out the community tab and the description box to get some information about readings that I'm doing right now, getting tarot class tickets, my new mentorships, my new sessions, all of that good stuff. But yes, I appreciate you guys. I thank you guys for being here, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys, bless. All right, group two, let's go ahead and see what we have for you guys. So we have the star, we have the moon in reverse. How ironic you guys are. And we have the 9 of swords. The star, the moon in the reverse, the moon in the reverse, the moon in reverse, and the 9 of swords. So this current space of life for you guys, just a few things. Just the first thing I have, we have flag. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. So make sure you just remember this out of everything. Don't be tempted to lower your standards. But the star, you know, why I say it's so ironic that we have the star and the moon in reverse is because the star is an energy that exists in a space of creation, in a space of healing, in a space of intuitive energy and manifesting and, you know, just trusting fate and making good decisions and bringing the right people around. But this moon energy in reverse is about, hey, we are not trusting our intuition. We are very confused. We don't know which way is up, which way is down. We don't know what we're supposed to let go and what we're supposed to keep. So you have a very strong intuition. Stop doubting yourself. You're literally doubting yourself for nothing. I feel like you guys are definitely freaking yourselves out, seriously. And with this flag, do not be tempted to lower your standards. What's going on? Okay, I feel like you guys have to make a decision, whether it's to let somebody go, cut somebody off, and I feel like y'all don't want to make the decision. I feel like y'all are second guessing it, and you keep asking yourself, is this the right thing? Is this the right thing? Is this the right thing? That's why we have this Nine of Swords, which talks about stress for no reason, unnecessary stress, unnecessary worry, worrying about things that are already taken care of. This clock in the back of this card says 1010. 1010, what does that sound like? Completion. It's done. It's over with. What are you stressing about? What are you worried about? What are you crying about? What are you down about? What are you letting, put you on this hamster wheel over and over and over again? And this is not to say that y'all's emotions are not valid, but you really want to be mindful of why you're feeling what you're feeling. It's not what you think it is. It's definitely not what you think it is. You guys might have an unhealthy attachment to a certain person or a certain situation or a certain type of situation. And this is about you releasing that and not feeling guilty about having to release that, not feeling guilty about having to keep your standards to a certain level. For some of y'all, I feel like this is somebody from your past that's come back, maybe an old friend or somebody that you used to work very, very cool with, or somebody that you have, a history with, something you've done for a really long time. And all of a sudden it isn't serving you anymore. They aren't serving you anymore. And you have a lot of anxiety about moving forward when you know you're going to have to move forward anyway. There is no other way to move on. Moving on is moving on. And whether we do it now, later down the line, whenever, we're going to have to move on eventually. We're going to have to move forward. We're going to have to release what does not serve us. You cannot stay in that space. You are the star. So you're manifesting all the time. And the more you stay in this space, the more you're going to get stressed, because the more you're going to get further from where you're supposed to be. I'm going to say that one more time. The more you stay in this space, the more you're going to get stressed, because the more you're going to be further away from where you're supposed to be. That's why it's driving you insane. We also have lobster, financial pinch. So you guys could also be dealing with some coin issues in this space. So I feel like y'all are very uncomfortable right now. Making this decision is coming from a place of like, dang, do I really have to do this right now? Do I really have to figure this out right now? I feel like this isn't the only thing that you have going on in your life, and I feel like that could be why you kind of took a step back from your intuition a little bit. I feel like you guys typically really, really trust your intuition no matter what. So the fact that you guys are kind of having some doubt right now, really take some time to be aware of what you're experiencing. We cannot always trust how we're feeling, especially when we're under a lot of stress. You might be a world away from your higher self right now because of everything that you have going on. You might be operating in survival mode, and maybe you haven't operated in survival mode in a while. You might be in a space that you haven't been in a while. You know what I'm saying? But there is no need to stress. There is no need to worry. There is no need to fear. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. Do not let this make you lower your standards. And I feel like y'all just realized your power. You just came from the last chapter where you realized you were the star. And now you're like, dang, am I? What the fuck is going on? Like, everything was just so great. What the hell is happening? But do not be tempted to lower your standards. We also have appreciation, gratitude, energy, appreciating what we have. And we also have angel of love. Angel of love, gratitude, and angel of love. The angel of love just represents that you are covered by loving energies. You're covered by the support of the people around you. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have to feel like you're alone. You don't have to feel like you're in a space where there is nothing for you. We have appreciation. So there's something that you can admire about this space. And if you guys are in a space where you're kind of questioning, am I really the manifestor I thought I was? Am I really this person I thought I was? Just know that you really are that. And you know why you're that? Because you're going through the lessons of proving to yourself that you are that. Whenever God has told you this is who you are, this is what you're supposed to be, these are your gifts, you might see it and feel it for a little bit, but until you're tested, until you're in spaces where you need those things to survive and get you through, you might not ever really fully appreciate and understand who you are and what your purpose and what your role is. You guys are going to definitely appreciate yourself so much more after this. And we have It's Up to You. It's up to you. So I feel like you guys are definitely going to be, like I said, taking back your power, taking control of your energy, and getting to a point where you really rely on your intuition. You really rely on God's guidance to lead you forward. And sometimes the guidance is to sit there. Sometimes the guidance is to take a chill pill. Sometimes the guidance is to take a pause. But no matter what, you have to trust that you're going to be making the right choices to lead you into the right space. So yes, group 2, I feel like you guys are definitely learning right now to trust your intuition no matter what, and do not let unnecessary stress get you back into old patterns and old situations. Also in this life, No matter how awakened we are, no matter how aligned we are not immune to certain things. We are not immune to sickness. We are not immune to not making money. We are not immune to people passing away around us. We're not immune to being in drama. We're not immune to having our name come up in situations where we don't want them to be. And that's not to say that, spirit isn't enough to cover all of those things, but we still have to deal with those things no matter what. And those things teach us stuff. And a lot of times we're put in certain situations so we can heal ourselves from them. You're in that space so you can heal from it. Like, no one would ever have a cure. You wouldn't have a cure to a certain disease if nobody ever had the disease. You wouldn't need the cure for it in the first place. So there are certain things that we need, and everything that you discover is helping you understand what you need and what you need to help yourself in, what you need to make sure doesn't happen the second time around, or what you just need to prepare for. Because when we're in life, life is very cyclical. So the problems that you've seen on the way up, you're going to see on the next level up, and the next level up, and the next level up. It's just going to be another level of that, a stronger intensity of that usually. But we're going to deal with the same things over and over and over again. And the more we accept that life is what it is, the more we release control, the more we step into a space where we accept the ups, we accept the downs, and we don't let anything determine how much we love ourselves and how much we have faith in ourselves. If you have level 10 confidence, you should have level 10 confidence when you make $1 million, when you make $1,000, when you make no dollars, when you make $300, when you make $500. If that's your level of confidence, that should be who you are. You shouldn't feel super, super confident when you're doing good and then really, really, really not confident when you're not doing well. Super, super confident when you're doing good typically represents as ego. It starts to represent as pride. It starts to represent as my accomplishments have made me better. My accomplishments have made me love myself more. My accomplishments have made me more proud of myself. But does that serve you when you're back at level 3 because you've had a bad week or a bad month or a bad year sometimes? Like, the people who are always very, very low, trust me, they were once very, very, very high. And they probably felt very, very, very good about themselves. But the way you feel about yourself cannot be conditional to how you're doing in life. If you love yourself on a certain level, you should do that no matter what. And I feel like that's what you guys are learning in this chapter. So yes, group 2, if this resonated with you guys, let me know down below in the comment section. I appreciate you guys very, very much. Make sure you check out the community tab and the description box to see how to get added to the email list for the retreat that we're going to be doing, to book sessions with me, to check out the new mentorships, the new sessions, to get a manifest reading with me for $20, just whatever, check the community tab in the description box for all of the tea. But yes, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I thank you guys for being here, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys. Bless. All right, group 3, let's go ahead and get into your tea. So we have the Page of Swords in reverse. We have the 3 of Swords, and we have the 10 of Pentacles. Page of Swords in reverse, the 3 of Swords, and the 10 of Pentacles. So let's talk about what you guys are learning in this space. So I feel like you guys are learning that the heartbreak is going to happen no matter what, even if you try to fight against it. We have no here. And I feel like you guys have been in spaces where the universe has told you no, God has told you no. You've been told no, like this ain't for you. Don't do this. Don't call them. Don't go over there. And you did it anyway. Or you tried to ignore those red flags and ignore those signs, but you still ended up in a space of the 3 of Swords. Like, what you have to learn no matter what. And the 10 of Pentacles, this talks about satisfaction, abundance, prosperity in so many different ways across the board. This is about being in a space where you feel so good about what you have. You can recognize the good work that you've done. You can appreciate the good work that you've done. Just really being in a space where you trust yourself, you see yourself, you can connect with yourself on a different level. You know what I'm saying? With this 10 of Pentacles energy, I definitely feel, things that you guys are learning right now are really going to lead you to a space of success. The things that you're learning from this pain, from this heartbreak, from this uncomfortable space is going to lead you into a lot of things coming full circle in career, things coming full circle in family. If you guys have certain family drama, or you guys are lacking community, or you want a soul family, everything you're experiencing right now is going to give you the foundation that you need. So definitely a very, very beautiful reading. I feel like you guys are really about to, get your yes. Everything is in balance. So when we get a hard no, it's because there's a hard yes right around the corner. Like, imagine you're on a crossroads and you're supposed to go one way, and you literally have two different ways that you can go, and you take the step in the opposite direction. You're going to hear a no, like absolutely not, with the exclamation point. You're not going to hear a I don't know. You're going to hear a no. You're going to get a no from God. You're going to get a no. A very clear, bold sign that this is not the direction you can go, because the next direction, just a step away, is everything that you've been promised. It's everything that you're supposed to be stepping into. So I feel like this hard no is definitely going to be followed by a very strong yes, especially with the 10 of Pentacles. So just do the work, you know. Do not feel like you are above heartbreak. Do not feel like you are above being down and being sad. It definitely sucks to have bad days. It sucks to have to cry. It sucks to have to grieve things and have to learn from pain. It sucks to have to do that. But everybody has to, you know, that's the name of the game. We are in this life and we all have ups and downs, and it is what it is. So just accept it so you can move on from it and step into spaces that are waiting for you. We also have Acts that says forces working against you. Forces working against you. And we have Candle, you will be shown the way. Candle, you will be shown the way. So I feel like you guys have probably been in this space before. What I always say to people, and what I feel like I've said here so many times, remember the last time you got out of your current situation, because you've been here before. So the last time you felt like this, what happened? And it might not be this specific situation, but you felt grief before. You felt sadness. You felt rage. You felt betrayal. You felt delusion before. When was the last time you felt like that? And how did you get yourself out of that? A lot of times we're just, like I said, we're revisiting the same things over and over again. So definitely be mindful of, you know, old spaces that you used to be in. Definitely, you know, with this candle energy, you will be shown the way. So really trust that everything is going to align for you exactly as it should. And you don't need to stress, because it's all going to make sense when it's supposed to. Just like you got that big old red flag that you didn't really want to pay attention to, everything else that you've been supposed to see is going to line up right for you. Everything you're supposed to have is going to line up. We have happy family, and we have the thinking woman. The thinking woman. So I feel like you guys definitely have, you know, maybe an ancestor, someone that is definitely thinking of you guys. We have 74, not 74. We have 47 on this card. 4 and 7 is 11. So I feel like you guys definitely have, you know, an energy that is working very, very hard to kind of steer you in the right direction. You guys also might have, you know, this woman working against you. This thinking woman could be a force working against you. Some of you guys might have a friend or a woman that you're around, a feminine energy that you're around that could, you know, maybe be throwing you some red flags to where, you know, okay, I think I might have to move on from this person, or I might have to remove myself from this situation with this person. It could be friend, it could be family, it could be relationship, it could be career, it could be somebody you were about to network with or connect with, or even if you met a friend online and you were about to, you know, link up with them and they started doing some weird stuff and you like, I'm gonna still hang out with them. Maybe you shouldn't. The thinking woman is letting you know that you are on this person's mind as well. And yeah, if some of you guys have been through a breakup or something like that, friendship breakup or whatever, I feel like this person is definitely still thinking about you. That could be why you're thinking about them. But also, you know, don't feel like, and I've been saying this a lot to people too, don't feel like a release or getting over something means you're never going to think about it ever again. If something happened in your life, it's going to be a part of you. You're going to think about it for the rest of your life. You might not think about it every day, but you're going to think about it. You know, you're not going to have amnesia and never think about it again just because you released it and healed from it. It's going to come up in your mind sometimes, but the purpose of healing is making sure you react differently to it. It's making sure you feel differently to it. It's making sure it doesn't have the same effect over you. Maybe in the past, something triggered you and you know, were upset the whole day and messed up your whole day. Now, if you get triggered, you might be able to brush it off in a couple of seconds and move on no matter what. So I feel like you guys are definitely going to be learning about just kind of letting things roll off your back, accepting things for what they are, and trusting, okay, I know I'm about to step into something great. And I feel like I recently came from a situation like this, you know, where I definitely was very down. I didn't cry about it, but I was very down. I almost cried. I was very, very down about some things that I had to, you know, remove myself from. And I really felt down. I definitely felt like I was getting a hard no, because I was really ready to be all in the situation. And I definitely was getting a hard no. But when I was pivoting, I was thinking, okay, I must be ready to step into something great, obviously, because I'm coming from such a space of resistance, which is obviously protection. We know rejection is protection. So a lot of times you are turned away from things in a very aggressive way so you can be set down the path you're supposed to be on. So yes, group 3, that's what I have for you guys as far as what you're supposed to be learning in this chapter. If you pick group 3 and it resonated with you, please let me know down below in the comment section. Also guys, make sure you check out the community tab and the description box to see all of my links where you can book with me, shop with me, connect with me, all of that good stuff. But yes, I appreciate you guys. I thank you guys for being here, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys. Bless.